It's Louise Faye for VIP Boxing, and I am here this morning with a very cool looking Sub-Zero YOUSIF SAEED.
Good
Just
morning.
to
Good
impress
morning.
this morning in your bathrobe, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm good, thanks.
This is the bougie life of boxing that you don't see.
Yeah, the winding down time. I'm actually flying out to Dubai tomorrow. Well, tonight actually. So
Oh,
I get
nice.
to tone it down even a little bit more.
Oh, one of my favourite places, Dubai. Have you been before?
I've not been before, but I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to literally just eating junk food for a full week and then maybe starting back at training the week after.
Well, I think that's fair because you've started to give up the cheeky little Kit Kat at the petrol station in the last camp,
Yeah,
haven't you?
you
So you
watched that.
deserve it now.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, last night you brought your crowd over to Bolton Stadium again, and this time you had the Wasp, Steph
Yeah,
Vincent.
yeah.
Great fight, great learning fight, and a good performance from you. Talk me through it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was quite frustrating for me in there. He literally is like a wasp. He didn't really want to engage much, and he did absolutely everything to just keep the fight into sort of like as minimal as he could. So I can't cry over spilt milk. It is what it is. I'm at the stage in my career now where I've got to be prepared for it all, and I've got to learn it all because in when I'm 10-0 or so, or I'm going into like a title fight, these sort of fights, these sort of styles could come about again. So, it was great for me. I'm happy with my performance. My team are happy with my performance. There's a few things that we could tighten up on, but, on to the next.
Yeah, I mean, let's just talk a little bit about your performance because for me, Yusuf, that first round was all about collecting data.
Yeah.
In that first round, you knew that it was going to be hard to pin down,
Yeah.
but you really started to adapt into that second round. And for me, the jab to the head and body was really, really doing the work and allowing you to walk him down and find those cut off the ring and find those openings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that was the game plan all along. I mean, plenty of feints, keep hitting the body, and then, he would start slowing down. And that's what we started to see around the third and fourth round. That's when I started teeing off a little bit. But, as I started teeing off a little bit more, that's when it started getting a little bit messier because that's when the holding came into play and,
Yeah,
telling us and
yeah.
the rest. But
Was it Mulholland that did yours? But I think he was telling
it
you to,
was, yeah.
yeah, clean it up a little bit towards the
Yeah,
end. But
yeah,
again, you kept your composure with that, to be fair,
yeah,
because he was using all the tricks in the book, and that's what they're there to do, to
exactly.
frustrate you and to. And he did tuck up 3 and 4. He did tuck up, and it did make it very, very difficult. An awkward and tricky customer, but like I say, another tick in the box, and we move on.
Don't get me wrong, I was quite emotional afterwards and, I was a bit frustrated, but I've watched it back and I feel like I literally did look like I boxed well and it was a dominant performance. And, if we're going to take the positives from it, he's been in there with a lot of good fighters. I mean, he just fought Reece Mould not too long ago and he
Yeah.
takes points off a lot of these fighters that he's been up against, but I've just beat him 64-54. So, I gotta be, I gotta be happy at some things, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. I think I know we know you, Yusuf, and boxers that are on a trajectory are never going to be happy with the performance, and nor should you be. You should always be looking to find improvements. But I thought that was a great learning fight last night, and like I
For
said, I
sure.
thought you adapted really, really well to it and kept that composure. And it was your first 6 rounds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'd just come off a stoppage win, and
Yes,
it would have been
two
good to
rounds on
get
the way
another
out.
stoppage. Exactly. It'd been good to get another stoppage, but I think one thing that's a lot more important than just getting these knockouts and whatever is learning the craft. I've just gone into a six rounder, and this is where you're going to start seeing me develop into a seasoned professional fighter. And I think that's way more important than just a nice KO on your record or TKO or whatever. I want to learn it all, and I want to become good at what I do and become good at everything. That's
No,
what that fight was about.
absolutely. You speak so well, Yusuf, and what you've just said there kind of highlights what elite boxing is about as well, isn't it? For
Yeah,
me, with Alex Matvienko, Phil Robinson, and the whole team down there, it's like the University of Boxing. whether you're 4 years old coming up from the grassroots, whether you're on the Olympic pathway, or whether you're going into the professional ranks and those title shots and things. So you have literally got experience in abundance in every
Everything.
aspect,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, I can't thank my team enough. I mean, literally everything that we worked on at the gym, they were the things that were working, minus the messiness and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm sure that's something that Alex will be sitting me down as soon as we're back in the gym, and he'll be saying, this is what we need to be doing next time. And, you know, I think come the next fight, hopefully we'll be back fighting in November, and you probably see a different sort of outcome to that if it's anything like this fight.
That'll be the Bolton Stadium fight, 22nd of November card, I'm guessing.
Hoping so, yeah. I mean, nothing's confirmed yet, but
Yeah.
fingers crossed. Yeah, it'd be nice to get another fight before the end of the year, going into the 2026 6-0.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be nice, because we know ultimately next year we want to be starting to look for little titles for you, and start to move you on. But again, going back to Alex, he's got that experience of just knowing how fast to push you, when to hold you back, and you know, to guide you through this process. But it's an exciting journey.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, I think Alex knows us fighters better than we know ourselves. So there's a lot of times where, you know, Alex will be like, look, just take 2 days off. And I'm thinking, 2 days off this deep into camp? And you know, like I said, I trust my team and I trust all my coaches. So, you know, whatever they tell me to do, that's when I know it's like, you know, it's game on.
You mentioned the debrief there. What does the debrief look like post-fight then with Alex? Is it sit down and we watch it together? Or...
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. We did that in my last fight against Paul Scaife. And, you know, we sat there, literally, I think it was probably early on in this camp, and, you know, we tightened up on everything that we did wrong, the good things that we did and what we wanted to work on going into this fight. But obviously, the Wasp is nothing like Mr. Paul Scaife, completely different styles.
Yeah, so Paul comes and has a go, doesn't he? And and that is perfect for somebody like you who's gonna find the opportunities and take them.
Yeah, so I'm sure when we're back in, we'll be watching that back over, and you know, Alex will literally dissect the whole of it, start to finish, and we'll be learning from this fight greatly.
Well, we didn't manage to swat the Wasp, but we certainly managed to get rid of him, and I don't think he'll be bothering you again for a little while.
I don't think so either. I think he wanted to hug me more than fight me, to be honest, but, you know, it is what it is.
Well, if you're going around dressed like that, YOUSIF, that's probably why. You can't blame the kid, can you?
Yeah.
But look, congratulations. We've moved on to 5. Another good performance from yourself, like I say, and excited to continue following that journey. Have you got any sponsors or anybody that you want to give a quick thanks to before I let you go and enjoy your bougie Sunday? Yeah.
Big thank you to everyone that came out last night. The crowd was absolutely crazy. The atmosphere in there is always crazy for me, and I really appreciate it. I had some good sponsors on board for this one. So you might already know, but I'm a quantity surveyor, and the guys that employ me, Big Red, they bought my kit and stuff. So I'd like to give them a big thank you. And on to the next November 22nd. Stay in tune, guys. Stay in touch.
Well, you've heard it here first. The champ will be back, lighting up Bolton Stadium again very, very soon. But YOUSIF, it's a pleasure of always, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time, Louise.
Pleasure, mate. Pleasure.
Take care.
For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.